Hello everybody, welcome back to Lemons and Lemonade. I'm your host Mindy, and this is where we'll be talking about my life and my stories, and I hope you enjoy this podcast. Hello everyone, I am just sitting in my closet trying my best to record this episode, coming out next Monday. But as I'm sitting here, I'm saying things that don't make any sense to me, and I just have to keep re-recording this episode, and since this podcast doesn't have any editing done to it, it's just hard to not mess up. It's also hard for me to record now since yesterday, April 29th, I told the whole world, or at least my Instagram and Facebook, that I started a podcast. So yeah, it's kind of very nerve-wracking for me and vulnerable of me to do so. I am just very nervous. Anyways, welcome back to Lemons and Lemonade. I hope you enjoy this episode, and for my new listeners and followers, my name is Mindy, and I started this podcast a couple weeks ago, and it's just short and sweet, not very long. So I'm just trying to figure out this thing. I'm just going to share a story that happened to me in 2022 that I just wanted to share with you guys. So I will be reading this story because I wrote it down like a couple months ago in a notebook just because I wanted to remember it. So yeah, if it sounds like I'm reading, that's what I'm doing. So in 2022, my family had a reunion, and it was at a ranch, and at this ranch, there was a cross at the very top of a mountain, and I really wanted to climb up that mountain to get to that cross. I tried multiple times throughout the few days that we were there to get someone to climb up the mountain with me. Every time someone or a group of people would go for a hike up the mountain, I was always doing something else, or a few times the people that were going forgot to tell me that they were going. On the Saturday that we were there, a thought popped into my head, and it went something on the lines of this. Mindy, you don't need to hike up the mountain to get to the cross. If you seek me in prayer, you will find me. So, with that being said, God knew I was frustrated and sad because no one that went up the hill told me that they were going, and I was so determined to get up to that mountain to see that cross and just to look at it. But it took people not letting me go with them and that clear thought for me to get rid of that frustration and sadness. I didn't need to get up that mountain to get to that cross on the top to reach Jesus. All I needed to do was to read his word and pray to reach him. In Matthew chapter 12 verse 28 says, "Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest." The thing that I needed to really realize was that Jesus is in our hearts, like he's there already, like we just have to talk to him, to pray to him, to read his word, to worship. And I was just struggling really hard because I just wanted to get up that mountain to see that cross, and I just never ended up getting up there. So with that story in mind, the next month I had went back I was working there for 2 weeks, and I still had that thought in mind, but I still wanted to get up there. But yeah, things just didn't end up the way that there could have been a time to go up. So yeah, I just never got a chance to get up there and see it, and just to even hike up there. So yeah, it was kind of hard for me to understand that I didn't need to see a physical cross to reach Jesus, and yeah, it was just something that I was struggling with. Anyways, that was kind of hard for me to share. I have some more thoughts on this though. In Proverbs 8:17, it says, "I love them that love me, and those that seek me early shall find me." So this verse, I was just thinking about it, that yeah, we just have to seek Jesus through the Bible and to read his word, and we will find him. So and from this verse, I was also thinking that God loves us so much, and he loves us even when we fall, and he loves us even when we don't seek him, don't make time for him. He always loves us, and that was something that I was just really struggling with in these past couple weeks. Like, it was so hard to read my Bible, and now I am learning that reading my Bible and prayer journaling is so good for me, and I just love it. So now I am getting back into it. I don't know why I stopped, but we're all sinners and we all do stupid things, and we all just, I don't know, just get out of reading the Bible daily, and it's such a hard thing when we don't read our Bible, because it just makes life harder. So as you're listening to this, I am just learning this also. So we're both learning together. And then in Jeremiah 29:13, it says, "And ye shall seek me and find me when ye shall search for me with all of your heart." So also trying to even understand how to search, to seek with all of the heart. I'm just like trying to figure out what that verse entails, and just trying to understand it. So enough of my ramblings. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Let me know what you want me to talk about. This episode will be going out next Monday. Since I will be on a trip, I had to record it early, and I don't normally do that. I just record and then same day post. But yeah, I'm just trying to prepare for future episodes. So anyways, I hope you listen to this next Monday. Listening to Lemons and Lemonade. I hope you enjoy this episode, and I hope you come back next week.